Welcome everybody, it's Jack here from Ginger Bets, and this week I'm previewing the Arnold Palmer Invitational exclusively for sportspub.com. If you're yet to register on the sportspub.com website, head over there straight after this video. In this video, I'm bringing you a detailed breakdown of the course, the key skill sets that are going to be required for your player to lift that trophy come Sunday night, and I'm also bringing you my best outright selections. But before I do that, may I tell you, get over to sportspub.com. If you've not registered and checked out the site in detail, you'll be able to find access to the full Ginger Bets Golf Betting Insights weekly package. So in this video, I'm giving you a breakdown of the course, the skill sets, and my outright bets. But there's so much more that you can get access to. There's top 20 selections, first round leader picks, outsiders to consider, 3-ball bets, 2-ball action over the weekend, a halfway house report. Your golf betting needs covered every single week thanks to sportspub.com. So don't miss out on the action. We've got a proven track record of beating the bookmakers here at Ginger Bets, and you can be now part of the Ginger Bets army thanks to sportspub.com. But in this short video, like I say, it's the course, it's the skill sets, and it's those all-important outright picks. Let's get straight to it. Well, the course itself, Bay Hill Club and Lodge this week, the Arnold Palmer Invitational, a par 72, circa 7,450 yards, demanding par 4s, long par 5s, 3 of them over 550 yards, but it's the par 3s that stand out most, the longest on the PGA Tour. They will make and break the players this week. 3 of them over 200 yards. The players this week are going to have to be dialed in with their tee to green game and certainly with their approach play, which leads us on to the key skill sets they're going to be required to lift that trophy come Sunday night. Well, first up, I want to look at tee to green performance over recent times. That's going to be a key factor in determining a player's chances this week. I also then want to look at greening regulations gained. On tough Florida tracks, it's really important that we hit plenty of greens in regulations and by default give ourselves plenty of birdie looks. I then want to look at 2 areas I've just previously mentioned, par 3 scoring and par 5 scoring. Those par 3s here are the longest on tour and some of the hardest, so I really want to pay attention to players that can dial it in with their long irons on those par 3s. And par 5s are where the players get opportunity. 4 of the 6 holes that play under par this week are the par 5s, and therefore the player that does lift that trophy Sunday night will have excelled with the par 5s. I'm pretty sure of it. So when doing your own research, or if you're following Ginger Bets blindly, then I encourage you to look at the par 5 attributes. And finally, last but not least, we're on the Bermuda grass putting surfaces this week, and I want to look at players that have got a proven track record of performing their best on the Bermuda grass putting greens. So that's the course. Those are the key skill sets required. The bit that you all tune in for, the outright selections. Let's get straight to it. Well, those of you that have tuned in earlier in the week may have got one of the headline selections, and that is Sungjae Im. I won't dwell on him any longer. 30-1 BetMGM. Head over to the other video, the best outright selection to consider with all the reasons why. Second up, though, is a player that's still seeking his first PGA Tour win. He's had a near miss losing out in a playoff earlier this year, but I think he's got an outstanding chance, and statistically, he sets up really well this week. First in strokes gained approach over the last 24 rounds on tour. Second in greening regulations, and we've just touched upon that. And then he sits 5th in proximity to the hole from 200 yards or greater out, and that's going to be key when playing these long par 3s and playing the long demanding par 4s. On top of that, bogey avoidance 7th, Will Zalatoris, 30-1 BetMGM. I think that's a standout price. I also expect him to be a top 20 selection, so if you're looking at those markets, maybe consider him for that. Next up, a player who I can't believe the price of, given his record here. He's also first in birdies made over the last 36 rounds on tour. First in strokes gained on par 3s, over 200 yards. 7th in strokes gained approach. There's so much to like about the chances of Jason Kokrak, 40-1. BetMGM's the place to go and get that wager. Next up, it's Mark Leishman, 33-1 with BetMGM. Let me quickly tell you why. Really consistent game right now. He sits in the top 20 in bogey avoidance and scrambling, proximity to the hole from over 200 yards, par 5 and par 3 scoring over the last 36 holes on tour. And his price is fair, 33 to 1. He comes alive in the Florida swing. He'll be desperate to get a win ahead of the Masters, and I think this provides the ideal opportunity. 33 to 1, Mark Leishman, BetMGM's the place to go and get it. And last, but certainly not least, those of you that tuned in last week will be familiar with the name. I'm not going to desert him. He finished one place outside of the places last week. He finished tied 9th. We had tied 8th of the place payout each way wagers in the UK and the USA. I think this week he's got an outstanding chance. 40 to 1. Keith Mitchell, BetMGM will be the place. Let me quickly tell you why. 9th in strokes gained approach over the last 24 rounds on tour. 4th in par 5 scoring over the last 36 rounds on tour. He's 3rd in strokes gained on par 3s over 200 yards. We know that's going to be critical this week. And he also puts his best on the Bermuda grass, which the players face this week. I'm expecting a real strong showing from Keith Mitchell. And again, he rewarded us in the top 20 market last week. I encourage you to also place this bet in the top 20 market. But you can get all this information if you register on the sportspub.com website. Head over there straight after this video. Don't hang about. Just get straight there, because the information is sure to help you with your golf betting and take down those bookmakers in the USA. Good luck from me. Thanks for listening. Have a great week and hope we get plenty of winners. Bye from me.